Hello, my name is Greg Dixon, your Karcher Whisperer, and today I'm continuing with the series on building your online business. And this series is rotating through the various parts of the business success wheel. If you see on the side is the offer, that's the product and service you're doing. And the next one is the attraction. Yeah, how do you get new customers and clients? And then there's the delivery, which might be an online course or a book or whatever it is you're selling. Today, the part we're going to talk about is the attraction. So once you've got to the point where you have your landing page or whoever it is you're receiving visitors all set up, the next thing is to get people into that landing page. And that's that I'm just calling this in general attraction. And there are a number of ways of doing this, including networking groups, all sorts of things, paid advertising, many, many ways. But what I'm going to talk about today is doesn't have to cost any money, and it's a good practice to do. And I'm talking about creating blogs and also creating posts. So what's the difference between blogging and posting? So blogging, what I mean is like a web page with an article in it. WordPress is perfect for supporting blogs. There are other blog platforms. And what happens is you have one topic, like the topic today could be attracting traffic through blogging and posting. There, you have an article on it. It's on a web page, and you can promote that page. What's good about a blog post is the blog post tends to be a little bit more permanent. It's there. If you go to gregdixonwriting.com, there are a number of posts there, and you can go through and list off the posts, and you can read ones. And maybe people don't find it now, but they might find it a year from now or a week from now or somewhere down the road. They're searching through a search engine and they pop up and they find this post, this blog article. And I think the way I look at it is the blogs have long term prominence. WordPress especially gives you a way of finding, getting access to it. And let's just maybe I'll show you here with I'm gonna remove that. Okay, I got my my page is out of order. I set up an example, which is a LinkedIn post here. So we'll just here. Okay. So here's my website for the writing, Greg Dixon Digital Marketing. And there's a little bit of an introduction here. And on the right-hand side, this is WordPress. There are a number of posts. And these things they last. And this particular post here is about this webinar series. It's very recursive. And so what will happen is if I want to, a week down the road, I want to send somebody to this post, I copy the link here, I send it by email, and I'll send them there. And if they want to, and if they're searching on the search engine, it may be possible that this will show up in the search engines, and they'll find it. So I think of these things, websites and blog posts, as being more long-term kind of solution. So I'm going to stop sharing here a bit and go back. So here I am. So the next thing is posting, and I use the word blog post, so they are a kind of posting. But what I mean by posting here is on social media, which social media could be Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, any of those kinds of things. And the main feature of posting on social media is it tends to be much more immediate. So if you post something on LinkedIn and people who are following you will maybe get an alert, or it'll show in their feed that it's there. and it can be much more immediate. Um, and it could be video. In fact, right now, this video is being broadcast to a Facebook page, my LinkedIn profile, and YouTube. So it's getting out there, and people, if they notice it, if somebody's following, say, my YouTube channel, it'll pop up and says Greg Dixon's gone live with this, and LinkedIn to some degree too. So you may or may not get people jumping in right away when you post it live, but it's available over time. The only thing is, I think it's, and this is my opinion, some people may disagree with it, that it's more temporary on the social media platforms, on LinkedIn or Facebook. Is it it appears, and if it people don't notice it coming through their feed right away, they might not ever notice it because you have things buried. Next thing you know, there's your post is 10 posts down in their feed, and they may not ever get to it. So where is a good place to go? I'm going to just talk about mostly about LinkedIn today. I think all of you are businesses and you want to do business to business. Some of you have. I know some of you are involved with note investing, and you want to find people who are interested in either learning about how to invest in mortgage notes or become a venture partner or a private lender for mortgage notes. And LinkedIn is one of the best ways to put information up about what you're doing, and also reach out on a business to business level. You can find people who are, say, real estate investors or in the real estate business, or notary publics, and you can track them down with LinkedIn and make a request to connect, and then you can start a discussion with them. It's little all the common courtesies. You reach out and try to establish a connection and a conversation before hitting them with information. Uh, though the posts are a way of putting information up on your LinkedIn profile, and and that will give some information about it. I'm going to share the screen again here and looked at one particular profile. Okay, so my wife Bonnie helps Cafe. Joseph Grimaldi is in the Toronto area in Canada, and he sells filters for French presses. They're a little filter that go inside the French press, and the whole idea is it keeps the grounds out of your coffee, and it makes it easy to clean the French press. And Bonnie helps out by there's information in the profile, and I'm going to get Bonnie on in a future presentation to talk about how to optimize your profile. There's also some really good experts online about that. And the better your profile is, the better results you're going to get. And then here you have some featured areas, featured things, and activity. So what I'm talking about today is posts. And here, Bonnie's been doing these posts on behalf of Kathy, and this is kind of typical. I'm going to click on this link here, and there's a happy Wednesday, and she just has light conversation, light some kind of catchy graphic here. Maybe this thing here: life is short, smile while you still have teeth. Anonymous, something fun. Um, on the post here, there's these hashtags, and you can put in the hashtag to attract attention. You can also, in LinkedIn, you can put an @ sign and name somebody. So she could have put @Joseph here, and he would have noticed that that was posted, or somebody else you want to attract attention to. and you get reactions. And here's one of the tricks is to post something, make sure it's well formatted with the hashtags and a link. They've got a link to the website to go in so people can go in and order the filters or take a look, learn more information. And if possible, the general thing is to like your own post and then make a comment about it. And so what happens is LinkedIn likes interaction. If you can get involved with a posting party and you get people to go to your post, like it, make a comment about it, share it, then the more that happens, the more LinkedIn will distribute it to other viewers, so it gets better traffic. Um, I'm going to stop sharing and go back here. So the strategy here, really, the strategy is to post information that get you in front of an audience. So, and if you have neglected your LinkedIn channel, you haven't done much with it, and only post once in a while, you probably won't get people to see what you post. But if you start posting regularly, I suggest at least a couple of times a week, and the people who make traction post once a day, at least once a day, and sometimes more than once a day. Uh, the statistics are on Facebook. If you post something, you could post the same thing multiple times, and it still only gets put in front of a small percentage of your friends and the possible connection. In Facebook, you can augment that with paid advertising. You can boost a post, and you can focus in and get it into a more narrow audience so that specific people see your post. But really, I think most people just need to simply post more information and post more often, and have a link back into their website. With my things that I've been doing related to this workshop series, I every post has a link back into gregdixon.net where they can register for the workshop, and then they can also see some of my other offers, and they can make an appointment with me using my calendar. So I think that's all I'm going to say today. The advice is just to post often. Oh, I'm going to say one more thing. If you notice with what Bonnie had done with the post, is there's a little graphic, and um, you can post things just pure text and not have any, just especially in Facebook, you can just put text in there. But often it's worthwhile creating a little graphic in order to put in there with a cute saying or some labels or something else, or QR code like I have here right there. And I use Photoshop to put it together. Bonnie's using Canva to put it together. And you don't have to spend a lot of time with it. You can find a template and find a background. I got this background here out of Pixabay, and then I used Photoshop to put images on top of it. It took me a little bit more to create this little circle on the left, but that all came out of Pixabay too. So that's the secret. So the thing is to be consistent, and if you have for example, if you're in the note in investing business, if that's what you want to do, is you want to attract people interested in notes. You might want to post an article which is a little bit about information, like what is a note, what's a mortgage note, what exactly that is. You might have a video explaining some aspect of it. You might have a case study related to notes. You might have an invitation to take some classes about notes, any of those things. And you can put up one a day. And I'm just going to say, talk to me. And if you're interested in that kind of thing, and I'll set you up with Bonnie. Bonnie's pretty good at it. I do this regularly. Bonnie does it more often, and she's a little bit more familiar with LinkedIn. We're going to have her on here talking about how to optimize a LinkedIn profile at some point here. So anyway, all I can say is blog lots, post lots, Get the word out there. Every opportunity, every time you put yourself out there, it's one more chance for somebody to find out, learn that you exist, and that you're doing something they might be interested in. And anyway, good luck with all of that. And I'll let you know about the next workshop. It's going to come up, probably going to be on LinkedIn. And talk to you soon.